Hello, hi, very good morning, and 大家早上好. And I think this is another session of food photography moments by Edmund. But really, must thanks to Upsphere.1969 that giving me the opportunity to share about our local food. And as much as we always talking about this Singapore rediscover, and in fact, food is the one that we reconnect. Okay, and we living in Singapore, and I think if this thing to share with a lot of overseas people, it will be a very good sharing where they get to know more about Singapore heartland area and what do we eat and how the life things about. So hawker center is in fact the center is when we say center of community, center of all the hawker and all the center of all the good food. So today where we are now is actually is Pekio Hawker Center. So Pekio is actually in fact is near to Cambridge, and if the a simple landmark is actually more to the KK Hospital. So a lot of kids are baby are born in actually KK Hospital, but in Pekio in the Chinese and dialect is actually is quite rich. So I presume last time there should be a bridge that is white. That's why it's called Pekio. But key thing about this whole place actually, the food here is really very interesting and diversified, and yeah, it's very local. And the best part I can see later I move around. Of course I'll wear my mask. The last session actually of course I got a lot of feedback, positive feedback, and some actually very encouraging feedback. Example is that hey, my mask I should not put on the table. So I managed to get this plastic to hold it. Then later I wear my mask to go around. So the key thing actually, in fact, later we'll move to show the outlet. So the main course today is not the soya bean that I just drink halfway when before the live. The main course actually is the handmade chichong fan. In fact, in Singapore, you go to a lot of food court, it's all pre-made, and even in supermarket you can buy chichong fan for the convenience. But to actually have handmade in Singapore, there's actually not many places. So the PQ itself, later I'll bring the camera to go together and pick up. And because it's very long queue, I actually buy in advance. So you usually come in a box instead of the plate itself. So from there, I'll share about how the food is. Then we'll do a photo shoot to share your what are the angle and what are the key pointers of taking good hawker food photography. Okay, so I put on my mask now. I'll bring the camera to go to the store to collect the food that I ordered earlier. Okay. Yeah. Okay, come. See the queue is so long. Sorry. Yeah. Everywhere is queuing. Sorry. Very interesting part. Everybody willing to queue. Because good food indication long queue. Yeah. So this is the store owner. Yeah. So look at the food actually very freshly made. It's called freshly made 现做现卖. So you can see the prawns itself is all putting in and they roll it. Okay, in English term this actually is called rice flour. So rice flour is actually is 鸡种饭. You do it is 鸡种饭 is like 猪肠粉. It's like pig intestine. But itself is very soft. And later with the sauce you see. Yeah. So I'll collect my what I ordered earlier. So today we'll be actually looking at 鸡种饭 with prawns, and also 鸡种饭 with char siu. So these are very good to actually taste, and you can see the different texture when I do the photo shoot. So we yeah should be ready soon, right? Right, oh yeah, okay, okay. So 给我2个 plate 可以吗？这个 plate，OK，OK，、可以，Thank you，Thank you。this we must come this store, OK？品味港式这种饭，OK，let's go。So this the food. So you can see every other store is also long queue handmade 这个 handmade 橱柜，OK，next session 想我就看 handmade 橱柜，OK。So back to the store and the sauce. So itself, of course, if we are here for the food itself, it will not be pre-packed. But because to be fair, I really go to join the queue. It's almost 15 to 20 minutes. Then I pay them the money. I say I'll collect later. So they actually put into the box for me. Okay. So from here, okay, do share. Okay. The thing actually, when we share, besides actually sharing to let our friend know about this location, We also say support the local, support the hawker, and rediscover Singapore is actually very wonderful by Food Connect. And by putting a share on your own Facebook itself, right? Later part you can review and also of course learn some of the techniques that I share about photography. So you won't miss it. Okay? So you can see here, this is actually in fact the char siu chi chong fan. Okay? Very nice texture. They even put the sesame itself. Okay? Then the other one, is actually the prawns chi chong fan. Okay? So by itself, we always say do justice. Okay, since we're sitting down and ready to eat, from the social distancing, I can take out my mask. Okay? The food is so good that I also want to smell. And the key thing actually, in fact, it is when you see the picture and how it's being taken, you appreciate the food even more. A lot of times we always say the food is good, and a lot of times we always say, hey, come to this place. But because we miss out the fact that if the picture were to actually best capture, not that we got to be a big camera. So like today, I'm actually using my phone, a simple Samsung phone, to capture nice food pictures. If those people that expected to learn a food photography to a big DSLR with a side lighting and lighting, today a bit disappointing to you. But to me, it's actually everybody have the best camera in their hand is through their smartphone. Really must thanks to smart technology, we're able to actually capture everything is anywhere, anytime using our phone. So today photography is really using phone. Okay, to zoom in, I'll use my this phone to actually let you all see the actual screen of how the composition. So in terms of food photography, it's really similar to taking brides, couple, corporate profile picture, building, landscape. The key initial part is actually we must love the subject. If you don't love food, can still take pictures, but if you love the food, you really bring out the essence of really we live to eat. Okay, not eat to live. But the key thing is, in fact, because the hawker itself, the food is really very reasonable and really very good. So we don't need to be rich. Only high, big income, they can buy expensive food. And expensive food means good food. In fact, local food can be equally nice. Okay, so I can see that. Wow, I can see Cindy is already in. Okay, Cindy is one of the not say student, one of the friends that actually she gained a lot through the session. And in fact, she was being invited by Fortune, the tofu to actually share the cooking through the basics that she learned about photography from this session in Axpia. Then hello Winnie, hello Dion 大哥, yeah, 陈大哥. Okay, now I'll zoom in. So itself, right, we always say if the picture not guarantee also give me the extra plate. So to be fair, and to save the time, and also to say that it's not about fanciful thing, it's just shoot what you can doing what we have. So I'm actually trying to shoot on this styrofoam box. Okay. Okay. So from here, I'll switch to my screen. I'll switch to my screen. So I can say in terms of photography itself, right? Okay, you can see my screen already. Okay, not many apps yet, but the key thing is actually go into camera mode. Okay, in terms of photography, besides the first point of loving your food, of course the next one is about composition, and the third one is actually maximize the ambient light. Okay, ambient light. So ambient light itself actually using a natural light, and the light is actually from the entrance of this hawker center all the way back here. So I use it as a side lighting. Okay, the rest is really about angle. So you can see from here, the same chichong fan, if I place into here, there's a lot of distraction at the back because of the stickers and all these things is actually scattered around. But the thing to make it really focused is really the Chichong Fan. And this one I'll show is really a Cha Shao Chichong Fan. I'll zoom it in over here, find a nice space that is actually slightly empty. You see the turn itself. If you shoot the angle of the foot directly, some people will like that it's like it's a box, it's a sardine box, can be quite nice. Okay, I prefer an angle that really show the meat, the rice flour, So by tilting it a bit lower, okay, you can adjust. Similar to our face and model itself, right? A lot of times, different angle may actually appear nicer to each other. Same as food. You got the food, you explore the angle. Okay? So for this particular angle itself, right, I zoom it low. I want to show the fact that actually, in fact, less is more. So by closing it up itself, right, you also show the essence of the chichongpan, the sesame seed, the char siu. So from here, I do a click. Okay, I'll show another one again, the plan view. So plan view also recently I attended a Canon workshop. So the professional photographer also shared the fact that uh, the professional photographer also showed the fact that anything that shoot from the top is actually is like pizza. So pizza, a lot of ingredients, you shoot from the top, then the picture will show what is inside. If the side of the picture is actually interesting like a burger, then you shoot the side profile. For this case, I also shoot another landscape photo, how it look like. So same thing again, landscape pictures. If you turn this way, can a bit boring. Okay, then we can say by turning a bit angle, it makes us ready to eat. By zoom it closer, we know what is actually is important. Okay, so from here I do another click. Okay, so two pictures ready. The key thing actually, the last one is really back to not two where is it? So can still see portrait Oh, okay. Let me see the view Okay, this view can. Okay, so this is another angle that I also like because they actually not just show the box, but also show the angle of the food itself. Not so boring. Same thing again. We can experiment, try different angle, but like model itself going close. Objective, love the food, lighting, angle, composition. Okay, the next thing is actually I will share is actually go to the apps. Same thing again, the last session got feedback that actually the apps actually I go too fast. I think I must apologize that because I thought it is so straightforward to me. And once you all learn today, with the app, really you can do it. And we always say go to food itself. We especially with our loved one, two person, even one person, you want don't shoot until the food is already half an hour gone. It should be as fast as 5 minutes, capture the food, enjoy together the food. So it's not be the slave of the food, but must enjoy the food, but capture the food with respect because the cook and the owner, they take so much, 6:30 already start doing already. So it's very hard work. But when I capture it, I capture the essence. Okay, so I go into my apps again now. What I'm using is actually, in fact, I'm using Snapseed. So Snapseed is over here. Okay, so just now the picture that I capture, I'll bring out the picture. Okay, so the first one, this is the view that actually I capture. You can see, okay, very clean, not much of distraction because I take away all the stickers on the table, very focused. The key thing actually, the char siu should be red. And actually, in fact, there's also sauce that can put in. Okay, I haven't put the sauce yet. But the key thing from here itself, right, I'll use the tool. This Snapseed is very fast, good, and really like last time, in the old time, we go dark room. In the modern time, we go light room. Now it's actually use Snapseed itself. It's so direct. So what I do actually, I choose drama. Okay, just 4 steps. Drama, some people say, wow, it looks so dark, it doesn't look so appealing, the food itself. But drama bring the contrast of highlight and the shadow out very clearly about the sharpness. So from here, the strength is 90. I can reduce to 60. You can see it's not so dark. But the color is actually, char siu not like that one. What I'll do is actually, I'll take over here, close it. Then the next function I'll use is actually still image. Still image over here, yeah, it's here itself. I can brighten a bit so that the food itself is not so dark. You can see it slowly bring out area, but color still don't have. Okay, the good thing is actually we put a bit of contrast. Contrast is good to the same thing is that whether is it a model, sharpness, feature, eyes, nose, same as the building. If you actually blur, the building doesn't do just same as food. Some of the picture that is sharpen, contrast is the next step. So contrast, I add in, up to you, you try. To me, I put around 30. 27, 30 like that. Okay, next thing is actually where we talk about the color. So food, whether is it carrot, char siu, sauce, you should bring out the color of the actual color. So from here, saturation we increase. You can see the sauce start coming out. So this is 24, okay, 25, 30, 40. Not too much. When people that do, a lot of people kanchiong, it's like, wow, they do it so nice, the picture turn out very fake. The key thing about food photography, it should be very natural that what you see, what you order should be similar. Okay, the only thing is actually we enhance it. So we don't manipulate the picture. So I don't encourage manipulation of picture by app, but to enhance the picture. Same as makeup. If a person look okay, by putting color to your face, definitely you enhance and give yourself a respect. People also feel that you're well groomed. Same as picture. Zoom in again, ambient. The next one is ambient. Ambient is actually even more wonderful. It bring out those shadow out itself and bring out the color back again. So you can see the sauce itself, there's some oily color, the yellow oil itself, the sesame is supposed to be a bit roasted. This is actually a picture of actually what we can say almost done. But we can say tidy up itself. The next one is actually I will do is crop. So all these things is actually a bit redundant. See, imagine if we can actually reduce, can be like that, but like that means nothing. Okay, like that means nothing means you don't show anything. Revert again, undo, just cut away certain parts that you feel is not necessary. Yeah, okay. And when you do this thing, also bear in mind that are we sending out to Instagram, Facebook, social media, or just keep it to share with our friends? So you WhatsApp, Instagram, Telegram, whatever site is not important. But when you shoot in this format, you save it. It's a bit of elongated. So to me, elongated, make sure you feel that the fill up of the Instagram got to actually fill up a square format. But later part, from here, almost there already, bear with me. Vignette. Vignette is the next function that I go too fast. Vignette is over here. Vignette is like you go cinema effect. There's actually some shadow at the side. Actually enhance and focus the subject. What is the key thing? So you can actually same the strength, outer strength. You make it brighter. Okay. Inner strength. See, the closer you actually make, sometimes too much is that like burn. So same thing again. Got to be as natural as possible. Put it this way. It looked like a studio picture, yet in the hawker environment. And this is what I like that all of us, after learning this thing, I also learned from somebody. And because social media and now technology, everybody is about sharing. Sharing, besides caring, sharing, everybody benefited. And a lot of times, I must thanks to Askpeer.1969 because they give us a lot of community to learn different things. That whether is it yesterday, if y'all were to watch the cooking mama, really go eat. I love to eat. Okay, that's why I also love to eat. I love to exercise. I love everything about life. So the cooking mama, same thing. You cook. The key thing is also you save money by going through the learning. You do something again. So by itself, go back again. This picture I can say is quite contacted that I wanted to showcase what the food is supposed to be like. So I save it. Okay. The next angle that I actually shot earlier is actually this angle. This angle. Same thing because the camera may not be so smart about you knowing what angle you want to put. But I want to do is landscape picture. So what I do is actually I rotate. So I rotate itself. Okay. Okay. I rotate this angle. So you can say by itself, same thing again. It looks pretty plain. By looking at this picture itself, we always say go back to same method. So after this, if you got time again, I'll actually go to showcase how to shoot a dessert. Also very interesting. I also get to meet the uncle. He's 70 over years old. The key thing actually, he also innovate and he also come out with this dessert we should try. And later I got time, I'll go and pick up and shoot. But now let me complete this char siu. Okay, go back to drama again. Same thing again, drama. Look, wow, it's so dark. Don't worry about this drama. But drama is snapseed. To me, it's very important to bring up a subject, a food itself. And it is so interesting. So from here itself, we don't put the strength so much. You can reduce the strength. Okay, 60. Okay, enough to get some saturation. But same thing, no color yet, right? Don't worry, you take. Then same thing, go back to still image. From still image again, brighten a bit. because through the drama, it darkens some of the parts of the picture, although you get the contrast. Second thing, contrast a bit more. Third one, saturation. Bring out the char siu. Okay, bring out the char siu. Ambient, bring out the contrast, the shadow, enhance it. Even the table now, instead of plain beige color, slightly more darker. So it may feel a bit not so open. It's like a studio again. Then again, this picture may look decent, but go back to the rules that I share again. Less is more. And because of the fact that we already shoot this angle, we also can be able to actually crop. So I use the crop over here. Okay, you can see from my camera itself, this cropping, whether how daring you want to go in this manner. So you can see the texture, the sesame, the sauce, even the chili itself. Okay, to make it even more closer the crop. So you can say less is more. Some people want to crop even more. It's okay because one thing compared to the film days, which I've been through the earlier time using film, this is actually it's so easy. You can crop anytime and undo it again. So in fact, it's environmental friendly. It's not film. It's actually 20 film, 24, 6 exposure, 36 you're going to throw away. Now it's in your phone. This is already, you can say, crop to the necessary angle. I still feel it's a bit dark a bit. I just brighten a bit. Okay. Then the key thing actually use the vignette. Too much. See, this is too much. Chao ta. Then like that. Okay. The key thing also, you can look at the composition. The composition actually, we make full use of a bit of one-third rule. So people eyes is not so boring. Looking at the center. Here are considered a breathing space. The right hand side is a bit of breathing space. And you see the line is diagonal line. If you shoot straight, it looks so flat. But diagonal line, we can say also is the leading line. But the key thing about this subject itself is even the way it chopped the Chi Fan is a bit like cube. If you put in the straight format, not so interesting. By taking a bit this angle itself and the line, it actually bring out the picture composition. Yeah. So you can see this is how it look like. Okay, very very straight to the point, angle, diagonal line, one third rule. I personally like these things that it is so a reminder that you can shoot for people, landscape. This theory, this rule, it won't change. But our camera, we can say, is just a tool. It's the camera behind the eyes behind the camera that play a part. So after this technique itself, right, any food that we respect the people that cook and we respect the food. Even when we share, right, we share the fact that it really get the people to attract. And the key thing, we don't want to be the like influencer. But at least when we share the food, people open it, hey, where is it? Which I happy to do that. If you're happy, the next thing is the hawker is most happy. If you were to go to Hawker Nation, there's so many uh, people that actually during the circuit breaker, they without the online, they are just waiting for business to come. And now because we got this photography techniques that we learn, right? Any food that we eat should share. And like I mentioned, make sure you go to upskill.1969 again to share it to your homepage or your Facebook timeline so that you can recall again what are the composition, what to look out for. Okay? So I close back again. Which later I'll use it for my lunch. Okay? This one itself, I feel that similar angle, I can say that we can use props. Looking at the timing, now it's already 11:25. So the key thing, I'm still very excited to showcase to you the uncle that is 70 over years old, still innovate. Okay, he can do all the dessert like bobo cha cha, but he do something that is actually, in fact, become a signature. So it's around the corner, and I want to shoot, and it's also different color, different texture. This one, in fact, if later part, go back to Asksphere.1969 again, the Facebook, I will still share the picture. How it's been taken. Okay, I will also put the different the 7 tips how to actually cover. Go back to the Facebook Asksphere1969 to look at the tips as well as the picture of the finished product. Okay, so I'll leave this one here. I'll proceed to the uncle's store now. Okay, no way now. I'll eat later. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the uncle is here. See, this one also long queue. So, this one I also order in advance already. So this uncle that Mr. Yo. Okay, then we can come over here. Uh, so this store itself, this yeah, this uncle also won the City Hawker Food Hunt Award. So itself you really take pride and constantly we can say government encourage us to upgrade ourselves. Even hawker, you upgrade with passion. You cook and you innovate. So you can see today I'll be sharing is Thai tapioca. So you can say in a local hawker setting itself, right? He actually innovated and come out with this dish, and a lot of time, by the time, by lunchtime or even earlier, it's sold out already. So the kitchen is so popular. So this uncle, I'll collect the food itself. Then uncle, 刚才 order 的, yeah. See, this uncle is so nice. He's actually trying to unpack for me, put into the bowl, and he really take pride. Yeah, this one at the sauce for me. Ah, yeah. So the dish itself, right? It's only $2 as a dessert. And actually a lot of effort that you actually put in, but it's only $2. So the key thing to me is when you say Singapore rediscover, support local, it's affordable. Now we actually putting the coconut sauce. 这个什么 sauce? Coconut sauce. So this is Uncle Mr. Yo. Yes. So he actually okay. You put in another 这个什么 sauce? Black sauce. Okay. Okay. All this will help me to enhance the color also. Because the tapioca is yellow color. Now we got white. We got the dark sauce itself. So uncle, see? Ah, okay. So we'll proceed to do the table setting and do the shoot. Don't queue again. Okay, we are back to this table. I'm able to pick up my mask again. Evening again for my friends arrive. Get this plastic. In fact, it's very good. It's a very good casing that you can actually put your mask, keep it, fold it, and use it later. See, it's very hygiene. You can even tie it. Okay, so to go back. Okay, so this is actually, in fact, it's a dish that he says is Thai tapioca. So as the Thai tapioca itself, right, it is actually created by local. I mean, recreated by local Singaporean. So if you haven't tried this dessert, do come over to Pekyo market, not just to support the hawker, also to actually like a reward yourself. No need to expensive cost, $2. Have a good dessert. So same thing again. I'll go into this. Looking at the picture, okay, it can be as plain as just another block. But the key thing actually, this block itself, there's different layer. We always say 层次. So 如果层次的话，要把颜色带出来 color, bring out the color. And the key thing also, the food itself, you haven't tasted, especially in the picture, even like yesterday when we actually look at the mala xiangguo, you look at how it's being cooked so nice. But if you get invited to go to upscale the loft itself to taste the food, then it's really different. So what I can do justice actually by taking a nicer picture, bringing out the essence, and you come and try. Okay, if not tapao. The key thing actually, in fact, here is so open that everybody still follow the safety distance. Everybody still put on the mask, but the food go back again. Now I going to my screen. Okay, I share my screen now. Okay, okay. So okay, this is an earlier picture. I go back to my camera. Okay, the tricky part about this thing is actually, in fact, it's a block. So in fact, the last time that I tried is actually in fact was a very quick bite without looking at and taking it. So this time actually to me is looking at the angle. Same thing again, by looking at this angle. So these are called props. Actually, props can be pretty tricky. It actually can do injustice or even distraction to a nice picture. So this thing actually got to be careful. This prop itself, before you do the prop, you do the setting of what angle you like first. Same as model angle. Same thing again. Look, explore, turn around. Okay. Same thing again. Straight line is a bit flat and boring. Still a bit more interesting. Okay, but the thing I also want to show the texture. So you can go lower. See the lower the texture. See this actually you can see the layer. You can even see the fiber. Okay, these are same way. Same way is actually of course it helps the digestion. But the key thing actually, what I can shoot here, a lot of my pictures, especially in the hawker food itself, I do a lot of zoom. I zoom in to crop the essence of the food. But a lot of time when we got 5 dishes, same thing we can actually do a landscape, do a wide angle. So what I can do here, I go close. Okay. So same thing again. I prefer this angle than this straight angle. You can see yourself. If this straight angle, it looks so flat and a bit straight. Although you can see texture, but this angle, I feel that you can see the layer of the fiber, the tapioca, and again you can tilt the angle to the most appropriate showcase. Okay, I'll click OK. The next one is I'll do the plan view again. So plan view, sometimes it's actually, in fact, if you got a few items, it can be pretty nice. So the thing, you no need to have the whole bowl. See, when you don't want the whole bowl, you crop a bit. Okay. Then another one, I try to go to this angle to show that it's a hawker food. I'll shoot from here. To show that this is actually from a hawker center. So it's not, yep. Okay. So these are, we can say it's ambient photography. So same as taking portrait. You don't need the canvas wall and look so boring. If a chef, you shoot at the kitchen. If it's a physician therapy, you shoot at the therapy area. So same thing again, if the food itself is in the hawker center, shoot in the hawker center. Okay, must take care of the line. See, imagine you take a bit the line. Some people just casually just take like that. Can also, but see the plate is like collapsing. So bear in mind using the table line is a focus or horizon. Okay, click it. And because I got a super wide angle again, I can just take this super wide angle. I can go even nearer. Okay, to shoot the food. Okay, so if I want to show the angle of the fiber and everything, go near. Okay, here. Okay, so picture taken, 3 pictures using the same method. Using the same method, I will use back the Snapseed. Okay, same thing again. Use maximize the Snapseed. It's free. I'm not too sure whether next time it will be chargeable, but it's free. So the key thing actually, in fact, download Snapseed from here. If you got any question or even have any idea, do share with me. And because next month is another next 2 days is already September, and all of us very excited about September because August got so many happening. September we can say it's already nearing the last quarter of 2020. We can say 2020 passes very fast. A lot of people say, what's your working itself KPI? Have you met your KPI? But I say, how about our life KPI? Have we learned anything during this period? I can say, thankfully to Dog1969, I learned so much things that I never tried before. I learned to cook, I even do the coffee, Dalgona coffee, cook even like the nugget, then even try to go do the polymer clay. so many things to learn, and even learn Korean language a bit lah. Although I'm not into Korean drama, but if I got friends that love Korean drama, I'll invite them to go to AskPeter1969 because you really learn lifestyle. And it's a platform that actually connect lifestyle and community, and we learn. Okay, so go back to the food itself again. Okay, so I see whether is it share, share my screen. Yes. Okay, Snapseed. Last in first out. Okay, so I go to last in first. This one actually is something new. Okay, which a lot of people seldom take this angle. And this angle actually in fact is ambient angle that actually is also very good that where you are, and at the same time the food also is important. So thanks to the technology of the phone itself, now we can shoot this thing. Last time we need to use a DSLR with a wide angle. It can be 16, 21, or even lower, then become fish eye. This one still not so fish eye. When fish eye become very red, this one still decently look like a bowl of food itself that is very nice. Same thing again. Okay, one thing is for Snapseed, right? It save our time. If just now our you can see there's last edit. To save time, if you love the earlier color, the texture, you can just go to last edit over on the left. You just click last edit. You will do similar to what you already tried last time. And the key thing is, actually, in fact, this already been quite satisfied. But to me, is I want to go through the same process again, a quick one. Because in this whole session, we are talking about 45 minutes. The key thing, you're willing to, not say sacrifice, you're willing to put a bit of your time to learn. I also want you all to take away the end of the day, besides loving the food, loving photography, and loving to actually support the local. So the key thing actually, in fact, go back to drama again, the set drama. Wow, same thing again, very contrasty. It's okay. Then reduce the strength. I normally use 60, 65 lah, so I think will be safer. Okay. Then the next thing is actually I go to uh, contrast. Contrast again. Not forgetting the oh sorry, I think this picture got a bit blur in the front. Let me choose another one. That's why a lot of time the good thing is actually when we do phone itself, shoot a few angle, shoot a few take. Well, you never know that the one picture that's so nice, right? Your hand shaken. So I see whether the next one is it good enough. Okay, this one actually in fact is sharper, but of course the angle that tilt may not be similar. The oh okay. So same thing again using this picture. This picture itself is like that. Okay, but we can say less is more. Wanted rule. Later you see drama. Same thing again. Bring out the difference. But this time around the picture is sharp. See, just now the earlier picture I didn't use because it's blur, but the background is sharp. So when you look at it, when the phone is small, you must zoom in and see. The next thing is actually reduce the strength 60, which all of us after today's session, you will know this basic. And when you go to the askpeter.1969 again to check the 7 tips, you'll get reminded. And when you actually put it into your live feed itself, the live timeline, you get reminded and watch again. Okay, so go back to the still image, brighten a bit. Okay, contrast, saturation, bring out the tapioca. Tapioca is supposed to be yellow. Just now the uncle is yellow, right? But now it's soaked already. Because fiber is soaked already. It's like sponge. This thing ambient. Bring out the color. Okay, this picture we can say is pretty satisfied already. Okay, the key thing actually in fact is too much of a certain space. So to me it's actually I want to focus is the bowl, then slowly projected back to the background. So what I'll do is actually use the crop. I'll crop to this angle. The top part I close a bit more, okay, so that it can be more ready for Instagram. See, it's like that, like that, like that. So I crop this way, okay. Okay, because of the fact that a lot of time is free play, there's no tripod, and girl is hawker center, is everything is to be fast and good, and we should try the food immediately. You can see that this corner and this corner are a bit picky lah. It's actually because of the circumference of the table is not balanced. One thing about Snapseed, you can cheat a bit. Okay, there's one called perspective. Perspective is actually over here. So perspective very interesting. Actually, you can go free perspective, which I like. Free perspective, you can pull the certain angle that's actually lopsided. So I pull this one, you see, but you must take care of the bowl so that it won't be actually appear weird. So you can see I pull already, now it's actually more balanced. To go back again, and undo to show you previously lopsided. Okay, I redo again. See, this is actually more balanced and we can control, and any phone can do it. Okay, pretty satisfied. Close it again. To another one that the function that we can use is actually lens blur, because a lot of time, especially for iPhone people, that the phone is so good feature that you can shoot food photography. You press food behind blur, you shoot landscape, everything sharp. But actually, we still want to be in control. So any phone, not just an iPhone, any phone actually using this app itself, you can actually make the behind blur, so that people get a sense that this is actually there's a bustling activities and it's a hawker center. You can actually look at the shape. If the focus is actually the bowl again, behind is blur, see you can blur until can't see anything. Then become meaningless. Everything is moderate. Try a bit. Okay, a bit blur. The legs is again a bit blur. Then the foot is got to be sharp. I can say, I still feel a bit too much. Okay, undo again. Now I only left 4 minutes. Okay, everything is live. So the key thing actually, when you do actually learn it, you take this less than 3 minutes. You can enjoy the food already. So I go back to lens blur. Okay, a proper one. Okay. See, not too much, but the key thing is stand out the essence. Lastly, go back to Vignette to make like really like studio, and the picture is ready. It's so lifestyle. It's so lifestyle that you can see that it's a hawker center. And the key thing actually the food, the ambience. This is what I like. The fact that we are in control, and it's not just about just the food. A lot of times you shoot the food, and end of the day, your 10 picture is just a zoom in picture. So skip to go instead of just zoom in again. This is something that we should try. It can be in a even in a restaurant setting, even in the home. Imagine your mom is actually preparing. Can you shoot her in the background preparing in the kitchen? You put the food in your dining table, and in fact you appreciate your mother. You shoot her in the background. Can be a bit of blur, and somebody prepare a home cooked meal. So that's what I can. Yeah, yeah, so that's all I share currently. The okay, from here I save it. Okay, so I can say normally what I'll do is actually in fact this snapseed, right, you can add in your we can say uh we can say logo or a caption. So to me actually those who actually look at my Facebook, it's always hashtag photo as in FOTOR, fitness and food. So normally I'll just directly from a picture double click. Okay, and because there's a previous record already, okay, photo fitness food over here, and because you know they you are selling the food, not selling your brand, so it should be fitted. So fit, you can actually fit it so that it won't distract people. It's not that you want to oversell, it's like become your logo. It's really to show that take ownership, and it's like a copyright logo in a way. So normally I put it like as low as 15%, so that visually you can see that it's actually from somebody picture. Then save it, done. Okay, the rest of other pictures, I will actually edit and put into ArcSphere.1969 again. Do check it out. Plus the 7 tips that actually into a point format. Use it. At this point in time, same thing again. Uh, Share it with your friend. Even at this stage that you just came in, it's not too late, because later part the Facebook they will we can say it's recorded and can rerun again. So I love the rerun, whether is it I learn the Japanese language, I can relearn again and fast forward. And what you learn today is able to reuse again. And that's the beauty about learning. 我会 say 活到老学到老. So 我的老师 always say that 学历是过去, okay, 财力是现在. We can say qualification is last time. You qualify, you may graduate, but 财力是现在, because 财力是 your income, your finance may take away if you lost your job, but 学习力是未来, because you keep on learning. So 学习力是未来, which I like the fact that Upscale 1969 allow us this community lifestyle building. like this tonight. Tonight is actually by, we can say, a friend of ours, actually Jarrell. He'll be sharing about Japanese discovery. So imagine we really discovered Singapore. Now we always say we're also looking forward that one day we will go back to Japan, and at the same time, even we are not going there, it's so good to learn about Japanese culture. We sure have friends, colleagues that are also Japanese. So the good thing is tonight, not tonight, 1 p.m. after lunch. This is actually, it's like a brunch. After lunch, 1 p.m., you'll get to actually hear and learn from sharing. Okay, there's many things in art field that we can learn from exercise, even like Tabata by the fitness coach. And then there's actually, oh, yeah. Okay, so I think I'll put my phone aside because it keep on turn to the safety mode. Okay, the key thing I like the fact is what is learning, and after today itself, I presume sure got people once you start sharing, people will want to know where is this place, where is this food, and the key thing we're also helping Singapore local to actually give them more opportunity to reach out. So especially foreigner, you post on your Facebook, now they may not be coming. Even our close neighbor, they got to wait until 31st December, the latest news on yesterday. Then they can actually visit Singapore and we can visit them. So there's so many things that are happening, and we always say, don't wait until it becomes normal. With the COVID itself, there's no more normal than last time. So I can say my dad used to be a police, and he actually 穿短裤 wear short pants. So he said 马上请 But now it's actually, in fact, it's no more the last time. It's the new norm. So new norm is where we really is about learning, sharing. The key thing, keep on in a way, learn to the right people. One of the friends that loved my sharing a few days ago, I said, 跟着苍蝇找厕所，跟着蜜蜂找花朵，跟对人很重要，跟谁在一起更重要。So to me, it's really you mix with the right people, you learn the right thing and all the positive vibes. So that should be all for my sharing. So keep a lookout. Go back to 1969. Look out for more activities. At the same time, keep sharing and enjoy the food. So I can say share, shoot, severe. Severe means eat the food. Okay, so I'll eat my food now, and instead of waiting for the gym one, I'll try this one first. Because uncle always tell me must try this one, so I try it now. Okay, bye bye everybody. Watch out, looking forward for September. Okay. Wow, so soft. Now you can actually enjoy it. Not say destroy the food. Even like that, can also take very nice picture. Okay, I'll take also. Later I'll show you and post it in the Instagram. Follow us. Even this angle. Okay, that's all. Enjoy. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.